Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Let's Play Hand of Fate 2 with your friendly neighborhood YouTuber Moors. I thought I would start here just so you see that the character you make is present at the opening screen here. So you do get that, and you can actually control her, the person, which is kind of cool. Make them look around and stuff. Anyway, let's get back to it. The previous episode, we finished the magician. Oh, we have a new thing to open. I guess I forgot to do this in the last episode. Oops. For your allegiance to the dealer's table, you receive... Okay. I receive a bunch of stuff that I don't know what any of this stuff does, but alright. Okay then.
As you play, you will find more options open to you. Should you find yourself blocked or overly challenged, take the time to explore the board. Unlocking cards will give you options you have not yet considered.
Oh yes, I do remember now. We stopped here and we said we were gonna do the High Priestess. But I think... You know what? Yeah, let's do the High Priestess. Okay. Choose our encounter cards. Alright, so we have a couple of new ones. We have the Old Maiden, Pauper Plague, Man-Eating Tree, Lost Boy, Gnomish Exchange, and Westwind Tavern. Well, we want the token, because that's cool stuff. We want to try and do that again. Let's try and do that one again. Try and get some tokens. So I guess the idea is you're supposed to play things that give you, like, food and stuff, and money, type of stuff. Do that. Then let's do the Old Maid. Okay. Alright, so now we get to choose our cards here. What is this? Get to really do anything. Get 5 equipment cards. Alright, well. Armor breaker, 8 blade. Alright. Let's go ahead and take that. Let's get the bastion of purification and take those. I'm not sure if that's a... Oop, hold on. Special. I don't know. Anyway. Alright.
You find yourself once again in the company of prayer and religion. How unfortunate.
High Priestess.
Now it begins. Negotiations on behalf of the Empire. We will see how that story ends.
Hey. Malaclips has somehow roped you into traveling deep into the far north on a diplomatic mission. While I usually refrain from working for the Empire, since this one takes me further away from it, I've made an exception. It'll square my debt with General Brandstrom and help open many doors for you. What do you say? Ask how you can help. As you know, I have a great many skills, but my swordsmanship is unlikely to hold up against Northern Raiders. I know no one else who is more up to the task. But the leader of the Raiders? There are many clans dotted around, but the supposed leader of them all is the High Priestess who lives up there. Malaclips points at the top of the soaring mountain before you. General Brandstrom instructed me not to come back until I talk to the High Priestess of the North and offer the terms of the treaty. Right. Excellent. Bring your sword and let me do the talking, says Malaclips. I've brought plenty of supplies so we can set up camp when we get hungry. 25 food. Good lord. Malakov shares a tidbit as you commence your journey. The High Priestess is quite partial to blessings. If you can prove yourself worthy, we'd have a better chance of swaying her in our favor. Collect at least 6 blessings before meeting the High Priestess. You grit your teeth and begin the ascent. Alright. Let's go right.
Be careful
Blizzard.
where one takes refuge.
Ow, I
even
take
in the
5
worst of
damage.
storms.
Shit, I take 10 damage. Little warning, a snowstorm sweeps in from the north. The snow whips against you like shards of glass and obscures your vision. You struggle to find cover. Success, success, failure, huge failure. Oh boy. Success! The climb becomes unbearable. You seek shelter in a cave and desperately fight off the onset of frostbite. When the howling winds ease, you clear the snow from the cave entrance to discover the dark clouds have passed. Malaclips forges for firewood, saying, "This log is dry enough. We can set up camp here for the night. Access the campfire anytime between encounters. The campfire can be used to consume food, raid, or review your mission." Okay. Go back that way. Oh, I see. We can just hit camp and... Okay.
Campfires will always offer warmth and heat, but they also change with each challenge. Be prepared.
Okay. Figure appears from out of a swirl of frost and snow. It is a northerner. "I come in peace," he says. "I make the pilgrimage to the High Priestess. I mean you no harm." Without waiting for approval, he slumps down beside you and warms his hands by the fire. "In my youth, I once fancied a northerner warrior. She almost cut off my head when I serenaded her." Malaclips plucks a mournful note on his lute. "Young love, hey?" Oh, interesting. Great. Buy food. Could buy equipment. I have 10 gold. Ah, that costs 51. Good lord. Finish trading. Sits himself next to you, offering a sip of warm honey wine. "Last time I was on Mount Priestess was when I got very drunk and lost a bet." Okay. You warm your frozen hands as the wind howls about you. Cook some food. Let's cook some more food. Alright. And let's break camp. Sleep through the long night, cold night. In the morning, you pack your things and continue your climb up the mountain. Alright, next place.
A lesson
Avalanche.
in
Son
caution
of a bitch.
awaits us all.
High up in the
Nature,
mountain, you see the silhouette of a
Truly
man.
wild nature will not tolerate fury in its domain,
I'll wait for him to finish
unless
talking.
it is its own.
High up in the mountain, you see the silhouette of a man approaching through the heavy snow. He bellows through the roaring wind. "Who dares trespass in the sacred grounds of our priestess?" Hidden raiders spring down the mountain with the dexterity of mountain goats. And we fight! Okay. It's been a little bit since I played last, so I don't remember what the stuff is again.
Who dares venture?
I do remember that. Ow. Ah. 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 I forgot what the roll button was. Oh, you don't. Oh, you don't. Nope. Got it. Alright. Remembered what the roll button was. It's the most important button. Probably could block more instead of rolling all the time, but eh. Alright. A cardinal blade.
A remnant of the Templars and their religious righteousness.
Do I want the cardinal blade or do I want to keep the villager at? I think I'd rather go with the cardinal blade. Gain 10 life. Flash of steel rings out, echoing through the peaks. The mountains answer with a low, ominous rumble as a wall of white rushes toward the melee, sweeping away everything in its path. Oh shit.
Dice are a constant reminder of death. The singular is die, as I'm sure you know, and they are often called bones for the material from which they were crafted. Here, however, they may also bring a touch of life.
Okay. You seek shelter against the bluff, pressing close to the rock face as the avalanche roars overhead. When the trembling stops, you are miraculously unscathed. Your assailant's weapon juts from the snow. As you near, you realize it's still clenched by its hand, his body buried to the wrist by the avalanche. Let's dig him out. You brave the cold and free the raider from his icy grave. He takes a moment to catch his breath and says, "You saved me. Though we are enemies by blood, take my blessing and leave me to my thoughts." Gain 2 fame. Revive your companion at the beginning of each new. Okay. And I get a blessing. Yeah, I did the right thing.
At what point does honor bend to pragmatism?
The road ahead is blocked by an overturned carriage and a woman calling for help. "Please help," she cries. "I've been robbed by a band of thugs. Is there anything you can do?" Yeah. We'll try and help you, lady. I don't know how easy that's gonna be, but we'll try. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, so I need to get a 5 or a 6 on this. Hey, all right. Hell yeah.
A win here sets the tone for your challenge.
Thank you, the woman says as you help her from the carriage. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. Get 15 gold, 30 gold, 2 fame. Nice. You thank the woman and continue on your way. You gain 2 fame. No blessings though. That's unfortunate. Let's go this way. Damn it, another blizzard.
Men become desperate.
Ow!
Women hold these mountains
Jesus!
together, even through the worst.
Little warning, a snowstorm sweeps in from the north, snow whips against you, like blah blah blah, same thing as before. Success, failure, huge success, huge failure. Ugh. Okay. Time becomes unbearable, you seek shelter. Howling wind, you clear the snow. Campfire. Let's camp again. As though you're being stalked, a gentle northerner pilgrim emerges from the darkness, slumping down beside you. Mount Freitas does ever bite, he says with a grin. I love her harsh kiss and bitter snow, cold embrace. Another day's good climb. In my youth, I once fancied a northern warrior, blah blah blah. Same thing as before. You didn't say anything useful. What do you got? Hell yeah. I'll buy that. There's no reason to do that. Oh, I could sell something. Oh, I don't have anything worth selling. Finish trading. Break camp. Sleep through the long night. Blah. That way.
With the least
Avalanche.
of notice, the very lands beneath your feet can slide away. Life is filled with surprises.
Same thing as before. That's unfortunate that it just kind of repeats itself. That's kind of annoying, but I just won't read those again, you know. So.
Who Who dares venture? Not less than the amazing
What?
and assistant.
Oh, now. No. No, you don't. Got you both. Ah, damn it. Hey, good job, companion dude. Good job. I only took 8 damage. That wasn't bad. Alright then. Only got hit once. Gain max life. Gain some food. Clash of Steel. Yep. Hey. Trembling stops. Dig him out. Same as before. Ow. Okay. Second blessing.
The mountain itself pushes you back.
Sudden blizzard slows your progress through Mount Freydis. The bitter winds pierce your skin like shards of glass. Ascend.
Witches I will tolerate. They have at least stepped into the streams of power that magicians call home.
As you ascend the snowy Mount Freydis, you happen upon a cottage with pungent smoke wafting out of the chimney. A frail old lady sweeping snow off the path beckons you to come in. We've come in search of the great High Priestess to deliver an important message, says Malaclips. You'd better be bearing blessings if you want to get on the High Priestess' good side. I'm fixing a batch right now if you'd like a taste. If I've got it right this time, you could take it to her, she says, stirring the cauldron. Malaclips politely declines. I've been watching what I eat, but my companion here has an insatiable appetite, he says, nudging you forward. Divine Providence. Oh, fuck me. Okay. That one. Heroic Sacrifice. Oh, shit. Oh, interesting. Okay. You take a sip of the aromatic potion and feel a warm, fuzzy feeling flowing through your body. Looks like my recipe is a success. I'm sure the High Priestess will appreciate this one. You thank the old lady and continue up Mount Freydis, paying no heed to the brewing blizzard. Alrighty then. Next.
Not every temple has crumbled into the dust, more's the pity.
The Temple of Divine Providence provides blessings in exchange for a simple gold donation. Make a donation, pay 6 gold, or decline. I make a donation. Oh, you get to choose? Monk's Vitality sounds cool. If your max life is less than 150, you may discard food gain or equipment gain cards to receive plus 5 max life. Gain up to 20 gold at the beginning of a new map if you have less than 20 gold. Deft Eye, reduce the speed of a wheel gambit. Gold Zealot, receive plus 15 life for every gold gain card you receive. Gambler's Banquet, receive plus 2 food after every dice gambit. What is this again? Kinda like that. What is this? Less than 150. May discard food gain or equipment gain cards to receive plus 5 max life. Let's go with that. Okay. You leave with your new blessing. You lose 6 gold. Go down. Another blizzard. And life. 15 life. Jesus. Able to find cover. Success, failure, huge failure. I'm just waiting for that huge failure. Nope. Failed once. The climb becomes unbearable. Seek shelter. The wretched smell of fish meat and stale sweat alerts you to the presence of a bear rousing from hibernation. The ferocious beast bares its teeth and swipes at you with giant paws. Ow, I take 10 more life. You flee the cave, having barely survived the savage attack. Luckily, the blizzard has passed. Malakup's forges for firewood, saying blah blah blah. Okay, we're gonna do that. Same dude as before. Break camp. Heal all the way, because I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter.
Ever since I've returned to this world, I've been disappointed. The filth, the shame, the horrors dwell in the minds of men, not in the monsters in the darkness.
Westwind's only tavern, the Rusty Razor, is a safe harbor among the many dangers of the outer reaches of the Empire. Barkeep sits outside his establishment with a look of resigned defeat. Upon your arrival, he jolts straight up, and smile almost breaks out across his face. At last, someone from the guild is here. These Empire soldiers have almost ruined me. Before you can disagree, the owner swings open the saloon doors and pushes you inside. Inside, you discover a handful of Empire soldiers enjoying ale rather than doing their duty. The freshly invigorated barkeep hops onto a table and shouts above the noise. You lazy, drunken deserters are done. The Stewards Guild has sent an enforcer here, and now you're all gonna have to get back to your posts. This town needs defending. I don't know where the fuck this town is, just on the side of a mountain all of a sudden, but okay. One of the soldiers rises with a slight sway. We got 3 days until our shift ends and we return to civilization. So we're not doing any fighting unless they threaten the supply ale. Right, lads? A raucous cheer erupts and beer tankards smash together all around. So why don't you take your shiny lion badge and shove off? The barkeep turns to you. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna threaten them. You suggest with menace that the soldiers should report to duty, or they'll report to the healer. Oh, fuck me. Okay. I won't be threatened by the likes of you, the soldier grumbles as he rises, followed by his friends. Heard a monster card. No, I'm good. We'll fight him. Let's do it. Gotta get that musketeer first, though. Sounds like he's gonna have, like, ranged attacks or some shit. We're gonna go dive him. War, steel, and musketeer or something. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, shit. Fuck me. Taken from the dregs of society, elevated to petty positions of power, watchmen can block, greatly reduce incoming damage. Use bash to open them up for damage.
Just once. Could we get a quiet drink?
Nope. Sorry, friendo. That. Ah! Oh, piss. Ah. 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 Hit the wrong button. Nah, hit the wrong button again. Nope. Nah. Ah. Nope. Man, I am fucking this all up. Damn it. Oh my gosh. This is awful. I have just completely screwed that up. Holy shit. I took so much damage. I took like 70 damage. Fuck me. One equipment from 2. Armor. Discard for max life. No.
valuable for purely financial reasons, if nothing else.
As soldiers fall under yet another blow from your weapon, the leader shouts out, "Stop! All right, we'll do our part. Just stop cracking our skulls." You gain 4 fame.
Nicely done.
I don't know if that was nicely done. Fucking destroyed. Oh, let's go back to camp. Alright. Can't eat all the food, but it'll at least be good enough.
Here's a token for you, if you can earn it.
Damn it, I don't have any money. Alive at the market. Don't have any money. Yep. Damn it.
Will you push on, despite nature itself attempting to thwart you?
Let's turn back. Still don't have any money. Arm wrestling. The Carnival of Strength travels from village to hamlet, searching for the strongest from all over the land. Each visit, you will wrestle only one opponent. Each win advances you to greater opponents and greater rewards. In the second round of the competition, you sit opposite the aged fame of Huntley Toothless. He boasts about once being a silencer for the Thieves Guild. Okay, we need a 12 or more. Well, that was garbage. We'll keep that one. That die was cocked. That shouldn't have counted. Son of a bitch, I lost. Damn it.
I'm somewhat surprised you lost that one.
Appears to know some kind of hand grip that numbs your muscles. You are defeated. After being knocked out of the second round, you receive only a small prize. Got 10 gold. You take the lesser reward for losing in the competition of strength. When you return, a new contestant will begin. A new contest will begin. Alright, so I got the money now. So let's do this. Okay. Try the forget me not. Ah, fuck me, man. I'll just re-roll that one. Don't roll a damn one. Thank you. Okay. Feel a little starry-eyed. Quick, what day is it? Malaclips and Merc wait urgently for your answer. A good day. The Florst and the Barge exchange an approving glance. Merc nods, happy with the results. He beckons Malaclips closer. Of those of us left, you shall seek Ira of the Veil. She may know something of the cure. Last I heard, she's hiding in the underneath.
Let us discover what the next chapter in our dear bard's tale will be.
Oh no, not her. Malaclips straightens his neck shawl nervously. The greasy goblin man giggles maniacally. Yes, her. She'll likely eat your bones before she lets you speak. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a business to run. With that, Malaclips' associate turns away and hurls a bouquet at a shocked passerby. Flowers! Fresh flowers! Buy 'em or I'll eat your eyes! You gain 2 fame. Oh, fuck.
The mountain is unforgiving.
Alright, let's go to the next level.
Be the first to die upon its peak. Old witches. I have a fondness for them, but I would not trust them.
Further up the mountain becomes a tent. The blizzard becomes so intense you barely see the tiny cottage engulfed in snow. An old lady beckons you in. I've received word that your from my sister's hawk, and have been expecting you. I may not be as skilled as her, but this blessing potion I've whipped up is my best yet. You think it's good enough to take to the high priest? He says, blowing the steam off a simmering bowl of thick liquid. I really couldn't, says Malaklips, patting his belly. Oh boy. This one. Fuck! Take a sip of the putrid potion and feel your stomach churn. I knew I shouldn't have substituted the cloud berries for bog berries, she says, comforting you. Choose the righteous path and you'll find blessings on your way, I'm sure. You step outside into the blistering cold and continue up Mount Freitas. I'm gonna run out of food. Shit.
Your
Market.
supplies are running low. Make your choices carefully.
The market bazaar is a hive of activity. Traders from across the lands call out to passerby to sell their wares. As the sun beats down on the crowded street, you pause briefly to draw water from a fountain. You feel something tug on the inside of your tunic. Turning, okay, we've done this one before. Ow. Jump to your feet, catch a glimpse of the thief as they wave through the crowd. Alright. Let's catch this stupid thief, eh? Come on. Son of a... Amazing people proves too much to you and the thief makes their escape. God damn it. Alright.
Age turns us all. She has done rather better than I in the time that has passed.
Walking through a shady forest, you encounter a frail old maiden. She stops to greet you. For centuries, I have helped the mortals who find themselves lost in my forest. Is there anything that may help you with your journey? Ask for supplies. This should sustain you for a few days, she says, squinting at you with tired eyes. Alright. Hell no, we need that food. Damn, another blizzard. Jesus, people. So much damage. Alright. No failure. No failure. No whammy. Son of a bitch. Get bit by a bear again.
A grand opportunity for you to take whatever pleases you
Sorry, I don't have
and
any
go
money,
about
man.
your day.
Another blizzard. Great. Oh, for the love of God, please. Come on. Fuck! I'm getting my ass handed to me by these fucking bears.
Now the confrontation. Are you ready to face the priestess of her people and
Winds
drive
clear
the
the
deal
dark.
the Empire has requested?
The winds
Or
clear.
will you
Oh my
turn
God,
and
dude.
flee?
The winds clear the dark clouds to reveal the spire of a ritual house protruding from the summit. You press on through thick snow to find the wooden structure adorned with spoils of war. As you enter the great hall, the towering arched doors swing open with a heavy creak. A giantess in a velvet robe enters accompanied by raiders. Malaklips bows low to the ground. My companion and I have been sent forth to discuss a truce between the Empire and Northerners, my lady. So then, send me a silver-tongued devil and his shield maiden? He smirks. I hope for your sake you have a decent offering. You kneel before the High Priestess. Only 4 blessings. Only 4 blessings? What a pitiful effort. With a flick of her wrist, bolts of lightning strike you.
You still have a chance to defeat this mission, even if imperfectly.
The giantess claps, the sound ringing in the silent cold hall. Ha! This small thing survived it! Impressive. But if you wish to speak to me of a treaty, you must prove yourself against my champion. Her raiders charge towards you. Okay. I just have to survive this. Guy's big. Yeah, you're big. Fierce, loyal, and relentless, the champion of the High Priestess. Berserker weapons are imbued with ice that slows your enemy's attacks, movements, and attacks. Oh, fudge me. Oh, that was the wrong button. No, you don't, fool. Nope. Huh. I missed. Ah! No! No! Thank you. Ah, damn it. Oh, I am so slow. Got him. Ow. Damn it. Whatever, man. It's the last fight. Screw it. Go balls to the walls and kill them all. It's not very diplomatic of me, but whatever. Even though you failed to bring me your offering, I am impressed with how you wield your sword. Now hear my terms. High Priestess draws herself up, a towering figure draped in fur and wrath. Wraith? Wraith. What the fuck is Wraith? The North will never bend to the Empire. Blood for blood for blood. Those are my terms, small one. Let your leaders hear it and quake. With that, you make a quick descent to relay the message back to General Brandstrom. Okay. Alright, so we defeated the High Priestess. We only silvered it though, that kind of sucked. And it looks like it didn't unlock anything extra. Interesting. Oh, we can just go to camp? What happens if we just go to camp? What does that do? We're gonna do whatever this is, and then we'll call it a night. Oh, okay. I'll just kind of chill with him. Hi. Oh, do I get to like customize my deck? Oh, I get to like straight up change my appearance. I don't want to do that. Okay. I like the way I look, game. Thank you very much. It's cool that you can just customize it whenever. That's neat. It's a weird feature you don't often see. Alright, so we silvered the High Priestess. I'm not sure what that means. I might run through it again off camera and see what happens. I don't know. I don't know what I don't want to just go through everything again because that would be boring, but maybe there's something else to unlock. I'll have to look into it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Come back next time for more Let's Play Hand of Fate 2. I'm Moors, and hope you have an awesome day or something, you know? Like, do something nice for people. Later.